Oh no! Oh wow! What the hell? Dude, yes, Calligos, do it. Oh no, don't. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Get him, hit him, yes! Yeah! Okay, that is Tarventius down. Well, I think it is anyway.
Let us not dawdle.
The space around the hollow is littered with lumps of broken rockcrete. A feeble breeze blows through the ugly hole in the ceiling, stirring up whirlwinds of stone dust at your feet. The hole in the lab vaulted ceiling, and the hollow underneath. It pointed you to the obvious conclusion. Something broke into this room, ripped out a piece of the lab, and dragged it outside. You are, for now, mystified as to what that something was. Let's try taking a closer look. Through the piled up rocks, dirt, and thick dust, you are able to make out parts of fixtures that were ripped out of their sockets and thrown to the floor. Parts of these are used for fastening industrial grinders, but I think it's grinders in place, at large manufacturers around the Imperium. Try to surmise what destroyed the lab ceiling. You study the edges of the breach carefully, reflect for a few moments, and conclude that the hole in the lab ceiling was created by several powerful targeted explosions. After some more time, you note that the characteristic marks on the debris of the walls. The ceiling was breached using a melter charges. What do you make of all this? The seneschal looks around, frowning. I don't understand. Takari machinery and their toys seem out of place within these walls. They seem positively alien. In fact, these walls, why, this is the standard architecture of an Imperium bunker. Why would Xenos conduct their business in a place like this? Indeed.
I always keep my options open.
I suppose I think, well, once we leave, I think. Right, there was an elevator. That's right. Let's activate the elevator. The lift call is. Oh, I got excited. Oh, there's a door. That's right. Let's. Explosions.
Fails.
Or not. Try the key. Or not. Let's try. Woohoo! Unlocked. Oh, there. This is like a prison bunker. I'm actually surprised not to see anyone in here. The cage bars and floors covered and caked on blood. Yummy. Tina's torture device has been placed out in the open. It clearly sees regular use. Well, it's good to see that no one
Always
we know
keep your eye on the
is
prize.
in here. Oh no, we have to go for this one.
Both strong and wise is
So, yeah, I think that is pretty... Oh, wait, we've got a little bit of exploration on this point.
One day, I shall remind Revestum that he was ready to bury my family based on some trumped-up charges. One day. But not now.
Not today. Abelard is very upset
Keep your
about
wits
that.
about you.
And just right. Just right, he should be upset. Okay, well... Oh, the Voxcaster under your armor suddenly spits out a cacophony of sounds. The growls, chainsaws, human screams, the screech of metal, and the rattling interference of an active Voxcast. Working the buttons, switches, and tumblers only makes it worse. Okay, listen. Starborn, Star Herald of the... Here are prayers. Through the interference, you hear familiar voices speak to God, hoarse and feeble. Nightmare has become real. The darkness, the forest, the... Okay, I think we need to go and save these people. As soon as the priest's voice stops, your entire body arches with a crack, as if electrocuted. You're standing on the tips of your toes, staring at the crimson sky at dusk that has turned into the ocean of spilt blood. Its still surface is broken by hands with fingers covered in rings, and a Calligos Winterscale emerges from the depth, only to take a single breath and disappear once more into the blood. It happens again, and again, and again, until he finally notices you. He throws out his hand and reaches for you. He reaches out. And the illusion fades away, leaving only a splitting headache in its wake. Oh! Processing acquired data. Restoration complete. The slightly altered voice of the priest comes from Pascal's vox system. O starborn sky herald of the eagle god, hear the prayers of your servant sent to you through the mirrored forest of the Quetzaltema. The nightmare has become real. The darkness has left the forest, but the light of the dying star can still be saved. The heart of the forest calls out for you. Ah! Adira digs her nails into her face, and purple sparks gleaming at the ends of her hair. The dusk sun has reached the treetops, and the crimson heart has struck its last beat. The dying star has no hope left. Run, fools, back! Quickly, we must return to the settlement. It may be a psychic sorcery that leads us, but in the end, we will either help those who await us or purge this world of more corrupted delusions. By the throne's radiance, those psychics certainly love speaking in riddles. And now we're supposed to go hurrying off and make guesses about what has happened. Abelard nervously fiddles with his moustache. Still, his tone made it clear that it is nothing good, and I fear that it is already too late. A rotten feeling, I dare say. Let's go to the village. Okay, what the hell just happened? Who broke it? Who broke Quetzaltema? It wasn't me. I didn't break anything. You see if it's because I left the freaking Eldari. It's going to be exactly that. I left the Eldari and I left them to do their business. It's going to be exactly that. All dry, not dry, Winterscale's gone fuck mental. Oh, he may have, you know. Blood! Oh, blood for the rogue trader's throne. Skulls for the skull god. Calligos Winterscale laughs uncontrollably, looking around the blood-soaked village. His eyes are full of rage, as if absolute insanity has possessed him. Wharton the Grey seems hypnotized by his master's words. His bloodshot eyes alight with slowly growing flame, unnatural and frighteningly demonic. The remaining member of Winterscale's retinue have dispersed around the village's centre. The navigator apathetically observes the massacre from a distance. The tech priest appears overly fascinated with the assembling and disassembling her own leg augmentics, and the slift mercenary is razing the village, wholly satisfied. Only Calligos' new psycho speaks with God is nowhere to be seen. By the golden throne! In a daze, Argenta looks at the butchered bodies of the local villagers, men and women, young and old. What offence did these poor souls commit to deserve such gruesome fate? I smell corruption. A great deal of foul corruption. Ulfar stares fiercely at the carnage. They were killed not for need or cause, but for pleasure. I know what bodies look like when someone revelled in slaughter. They look like this. Calligos turns around and gives you the broadest of smiles. Ah, Titania von Shire. How was your hunt? They were your subjects. Why? Calligos' smile grows faint, condescending. It's my fault, but you convinced me to stop hunting the Xenos new blood. But first the melancholy got the better of me sooner than I anticipated. I grew bored, and those worthless peasants squealed so miserably that I wanted to strangle them more, and more, and more. His eyes briefly glaze over. What happened to you, Calligos? What have you become? What are you saying, new blood? Have the Xenos addled your mind in so short a time? Calligos looks at you with a mix of surprise and confusion. Didn't Theodora explain to you that in the Expanse, baseless accusations went out of style a good 100 years ago? Maybe a fellowship. Oh, might not. Look around. Your own retinue is terrified of you. Please succeed. I am the rogue trader, a warrior of the God Emperor, and the great ruler of my dynasty. They should tremble in the face of their master's power, but not out of fear, no, out of reverence. Winterscale grins at his retinue. But it is not enough to dispel the oppressive silence. The tech priest bows her head until her face is completely obscured by her hood. The navigator nods curtly and quickly averts his eyes, and the sliff is licking a fresh wound that may have been inflicted by a power axe. What's the matter? Am I truly so terrifying that you cannot even look at me? Calligos growls in exasperation. Where is that ridiculous psycho? At least he knows how to honor his master with words. Old man! The unit that identified itself as Speaks with Gods has been annihilated, Lord Captain. You personally conducted the execution. Your reasoning was, I quote, Calligos' voice emerges from the tech priest's intricate system of cables and speakers. You think I need saving, old man? You say you can see the future? Well, did you foresee this? The buzzing of a power axe is blunted by human flesh, followed by a cry and a gargle and the dull sound of a body falling to the ground. Bloody pile of scrap! I will tear off your mecha-androids and stuff them down your throat! I am registering a category. Aborted. Confrontation is estimated as imminent. Blasphemy registration unnecessary. Pascal adjusts the grip on his weapon. His visor turns scarlet and the dots of his aiming laser lights up on the warden's chest. I don't remember anything like that. Calligos shuts his eyes and grips his head in confusion. Flinching as if struck by a whip, Winterscale stares at the village with the look of someone who is seeing it for the first time. Confusion and unease creeps into his gaze. What happened here? Who dared? The realization forms new lines on his face. No. I surely couldn't have it all. Do you think, Argenta? The rogue trader cannot atone for his crimes before the God Emperor. His soul will only be saved by the cleansing flames. To accept the death from a sister of battle would not be a dullest of fates. Calligos smiles bitterly. This is your last chance, Calligos. Cleave this upstart in two with the axe that I blessed for you. Skin her and bathe her in blood. We will forget everything and continue on our journey, to hunt and to kill. This is the way you prefer to drown out your loneliness and boredom, is it not? This is all you're doing, you wretched cur. Calligos swings his axe at the March militant, but he evades the mortar blow with the grace of a viper. I showed you mercy, and you have been corrupting my soul this entire time, forcing me. No one forced you, Calligos. I merely enabled your desire, fostered it, made your crimson rage blossom. You suspected, yet your own pride stopped you from recognizing your weaknesses. Wharton's speech becomes more and more distorted with each word, and a thought swells in the back of your mind. You wish to kill him. Tear him apart, here and now. Weak, worthless fool. I have spent so many years growing this rage inside you, and still you resist? Did you think you could refuse the blessing of the Skull God at the last moment? Well, one way or another, he will claim you all. Wharton's flesh bursts, and the last thing you notice is his hateful gaze turning to you. Oh no! oh wow! What the hell? Do yes, Calligos, do it. Oh no, don't. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Get him, hit him, yes. Yeah. Oh, but he died too. Calligos Winterscale lies on the ground, staring into the endless sky of Quetzaltema. His pelvis is twisted unnaturally, his legs are not moving, and an exposed bone shard protrudes from his right arm. Blood streams down his chin in a thin rivulet with no sign of stopping. It was a good fight, New Blood. And for the first time, Calligos Winterscale's voice is calm and humble. It was a good fight, Calligos. That it was. What irony. I have waited for so long to find a worthy enemy. Ended up raising one myself at even a pointing him at my right hand. The rogue trader laughs, almost choking on his blood. I will take you to the Emperor's Vow. There is no need. If you are so concerned about an old man's health, I shan't stop you. Wow. Wow. Dude. I mean, do I owe him his life? I don't owe him anything, but whoa. Everyone's dead. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Return back to our void ship. Wow, that was insane. So that's one. I don't know who would be appointed rogue trader next. I would have thought maybe we should. Should we not bring his body? That's insane. That was pretty insane. Okay. We can't talk to. See if we get accused of killing him, which I reckon's likely true. Right, before we went there was this ancient bunker that I didn't. We leveled up again. Can we please get rid of her and put back in? I think we're gonna get accused of killing him. Perhaps. We have to level. We're leveling up again. Wait. This was a bug last time. Hold on. I'm gonna have to restart the game. What is happening? Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to restart the game again. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, we fixed it. So when that problem comes up, when you lose your bar, the best option is to just restart your game. Mummified corpses, his arm outstretched towards the exit. On the soldier's neck, the broken respirator adorned with the Imperial Aquila.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
Let us purge our world of the betrayers of the Imperium. What's a radio signal?
Is there money to be made?
Insufficient power, okay. So basically, we're rushing through this area. Wait, there's no point. I feel like maybe I've been here?
I will endure.
Or been to somewhere very similar.
It's
Like it's the same looking bunker as the one before.
I've suffered worse.
rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Ooh, grants access to the warehouse. Okay. There's no power.
I will endure.
My knowledge.
Pain cleanses the body. I task should have been accomplished
Was
easily.
a shameful failure.
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Okay, it's
I'm not
simply not
injured.
opening.
I'm enraged.
Keep your wits about you.
The Cognigated panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Activate emergency. Request denied. Air duct system malfunction detected. Activate. No, request status of bunker's life support. Water supply system failed, reason unknown. Temperature and humidity controls failed, reason unknown. Energy regulation system unknown error. Warning, backup generator connected. Oxygen supply system failed, warning, air filters damaged. Okay, insufficient power.
I will
Whole heap
endure.
of insufficient power. I always feel like there's something more to doing this.
Let us not dawdle.
But I don't seem to know what exactly. So, let us
A
leave.
temporary setback.
I think this will tell us the same thing.
Just a minor setback.
Yeah, it's going to tell us the same thing. And I can't get through that door. I'll quickly level up when we move on. So, to be honest, what's next really is to head to Footfall, I think. Oh, well, actually, do you know what we will do? Since we've done Adira's quest, we'll actually return back to the ship. Let's avoid ship management. And we'll talk to Adira. What I will say is that this game makes sure that I get my water intake, you know, for all the reading that I do. So I definitely have all my water intake, so thank you, Rogue Trader, for that. I appreciate the... So I have been made aware, and obviously I kind of already knew, but the DLC shouldn't be too long. So I'm looking forward to what the DLC should offer. Ooh, that one sounds good. Oh, we've got... I honestly, I didn't expect her to still be here. So I'm very, very surprised. I am very, very surprised to still see her. I don't think I'll keep her on my team. Yeah, hold on, we'll just level up who we need. Because they're not normally on our team. So, what does Abelard say?
Lord Captain.
Nothing.
Lord Captain.
To what do I owe this visit?
He said let's go and speak to... When Adira sees you, her lips curve into a smile and she nods at something over your shoulder. Adira, how are you? Not regretting your decision, are you? Adira smiles
Never
broadly.
been better, Lord Captain. No joke. As soon as I stopped fearing for my life, even the voices in my head quieted down. But don't get me wrong, they will come back. And one day I'll find myself in a situation I can't get out of. But for now, I'm fine. And it's all thanks to you. You know, I think it's pretty ironic that my gift lets me see the future, when thinking about the future is the thing I'll do anything to avoid. Substances of all kinds, jokes, stories about their good old days. I hide under them all like a blanket.
Oops.
As long as I don't poke
Gulp.
my head out, everything will be okay. At least, that's what I thought. But I'm tired of living other people's stories. I want to tell my own. I don't know when or how mine will come to an end, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that somebody someday tells at least one decent story about Adira Tlass. And I can't think of a better way to do that than by standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
One story? Don't sell yourself short. You and I already had enough adventures to fill a tome.
Then what are we waiting for? Get a scribe in here. We need to get all this down before we forget. But we have to make me more heroic and powerful so that I come out looking the best next to your other companions. What do you reckon? How many wastrels have we slaughtered? 1 million? Stuff that. Let's make it 2. Of course.
Okay, yeah, I think our next protocol is most likely, Footfall. I feel like it's time to figure out. Or we could go exploring. Exploring's not easy, mind you. Considering. Enemies of humanity have been spotted aboard ship. Warp beasts have enthralled the crew in charge of one of the macro cannons and massacred those who resisted the heresy. Lord Captain is their only hope. The rogue trader and her retinue will personally go and face these contemptible foes. Of course we will. Because what else would we do? I cannot leave my crew to some ornamental baubles and hope that they'll fight off everything. Right, let's quickly do this. Wait, no. Okay, I like that one. I would very much like to respec everyone here. I feel like I didn't do a great
Always Keep
job.
your eye on the prize.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Altar corn. Okay.
To the dark powers.
Oh, it's so good to have Henrik's back again.
My vow is to serve. Function successfully terminated. Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
This is fine. Unless they keep coming like they did last time. That was rude.
Stop me.
Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
None can do this better than a warrior of the
I was kind of hoping, yeah, they would knock them all over.
So it shall be. Corpse will die in disgrace.
I was kind of hoping he would knock them all over, like pinballs.
Cleanses the body. I'll do it. The out is for the weak. Eradicated. I'll do it.
Get her out the fire.
You bite like a bug.
Stop putting everyone on fire.
Skitya, my Karamite hide is strong.
Wait, if I
Everyone, step aside.
go over here, I can run at him. Yay!
Throne's glory.
Bonk.
Opposition sends their regards.
Oh, no kicking. But I do want to do a taunting scream. So here. Hey, look at me!
Captain.
Look at me!
Naturally.
Oh, I didn't see this guy.
Chaos guides me.
Sorry.
I'll make it happen.
Put her out.
Running by narrative. Activating force mode sacrament.
Get him. Wait, does that not hit him? I thought you hit him. Okay, I thought wrong. Clearly. I mean, what do I know? I've only been playing this game for like 72 hours, apparently.
Who, if not me?
Indeed. I will do my duty. Reduced to dust. At your beck and call.
Damage is negligible.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Can I not? Oh, I'm not close enough, that's why. It's okay then. I'm sitting there going, wait, why? 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 I'm not close enough. It's fine. I understand. Sounds become unbearably loud. Okay.
So by claw and thigh, the foe will be torn asunder. None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father. So it shall I will carve runes out of your bones.
Wait, wait, wait. I'm gonna sing a song.
Feel the icy bite of death. Die in disgrace.
At one stage, Ulfar is just going to, he himself is just going to annihilate
So
everyone.
it shall be.
Oh, we have movement as well. I can't get over the kick, okay? I did not see that guy.
Van Calligos. Focus. Let's see to it.
Oh, I really need to be careful. Okay. That was risky.
Death to non-believers!
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done.
Bonk.
My hand is thunder! My strike is... I will carve runes out of your bones!
Excuse me. Come through.
Is that all you've got? Not die in disgrace!
Please tell me I can reach you. I can't. I really want to. Wait. Hold on. I can. Now I can.
Don't like that.
Yay. Perfect.
I always keep my options.
There you go. We're fine. The Lord Commander saved the day again. I have saved the day once again. I've never been there, so let's go up that way. I know, this is ridiculous. Maybe we should just go there. See, I don't quite know. What the end game's going to give me. It was discovered that one of the smaller vats in Engine Hall 5, which should have been filled with wastewater, instead contained a liquid that looked like blood. This incident was deemed not to be of serious concern, and everything went back to normal as soon as the ship returned to real space. Well, that was new. Tame, but new. Do I actually need to go back here? I bring woeful news, Lord Captain. Prelate the Hecatares of the Order of the Hammer has passed away. Oh. Immediately after the launch of the orbital Vox Spy, he entered the halls of recording and, having sat on the command throne, was granted a vision. For over 3 days, Prelate Hectarchius preached about Saint Cognatus being reincarnated in a body made from the saint's own holy relics. This spiritual feat depleted Prelate Hectarchius' strength, and he peacefully departed for the Emperor's throne shortly after the sermon's conclusion. The Order's elders believed this to be a sign that St. Cognatus relics currently stored on the planets throughout the expanse must be brought together. The Order is preparing for the election of a new prelate. Under those guidance, it will undertake this holy mission. The majority of the votes are divided between Prioress Luganalia, well known for her fervor and merciful Celario Tychon. The minority of the Order sees the Oikonomus Nigmus, a humble and reasonable man, as their prelate. Does Prelate's Hecatare's death not strike you as odd? I'm afraid it does not. The esteemed Hecatares began his service as a battle missionary and has long grown weary of the peaceful life befitting a man of his status. He yearned for a worthy spiritual feat, and when presented with a chance to serve as the voice of a saint, he gave that little strength remained. When he died, he was exhausted but content. How does the Order intend to carry out St. Cognatus' mission? The Conclave aims to procure all the relics that once belonged to St. Cognatus, all that can possibly be procured. Given that the saint is a legendary figure, many items in the Coronis expanse have an alleged connection to him. However, it seems unlikely that any of the relics' owners will be eager to part with them. The answer to this question, how the Order of the Hammer is going to retrieve them, depends on the identity of its next prelate. I wish to know more about the candidates. prioress Lugonalia was converted by Hectarius on one of the heathen worlds. She then served as his bodyguard for many years and eventually became the protector of the Order's reliquary and the leader of its military branch. As for Brother Tychon, he is an aristocrat by birth. He had an excellent education and could have lived in luxury had he not renounced secular life for the sake of ascetic vows. He is intelligent, thoughtful, well-read, and most importantly, genuinely merciful. Few things can be said about the Okonomus. Nigmus. He has never been famous for his prowess in battle or his sermons, but the monastery has never wanted for anything on his watch. He is a most reasonable and unobtrusive individual. What will my companion say? I have sympathy for the prioress Lugonalia. Let him meet with Reverend Hieronymus and Footfall. Should he accept her as a worthy leader, we ought to support her. Careful and sensible Okonomus sounds like a safer bet to me than a fanatic or a clever aristocrat. The voices say that he has few paltry secrets, and knowledge of those secrets guarantee us his loyalty. Brother Tychon, he and I have met, back when he was called Tychon Drivestem. He wasn't a monk back then. He was the grandson and heir to Urban, governor of Dargonus, an honourable young man with a spark in his eye. His ascension would mean much to the Drivestems. See, I think the sister obviously would know more. All right, I'm gonna have drive stem back in my back pocket. Drive stems. Ah. Ew. And since Adira is heretical, this seems a bit sus. Okay, look, I kind of like Aeronymous Deloroso. If he approves her candidate, we will support her. His Holiness will see the truth. So yeah, I reckon that's fine. Reverend Hieronymus arrived on Falston and met the prioress. Out of confessions and a philosophical discussion privately, he acknowledged that Lugonalia as being worthy of a high no, I still can't say this forsaken word. Station, and guaranteed her the support of the cult of St. Drusus. Prioress Lugonalia has been chosen as the prelate of the Order of the Hammer. A faithful militia is taking up arms to stake their claim on St. Cognate's relics. The neighbouring worlds look upon Foilstone with worry and fear, just as they do upon its patroness, the rogue trader. Ooh. Touched by the holiness. St. Cognatus left behind many treasures that are now converted by powerful men and women. Rogue trader in City of Troda possesses the shard of the priceless combi tool bearing the saint's fingerprint. Formerly reclaiming relic via the Adeptus Administratum will be a Burak war requiring influential allies and nothing short of an army of clerks and scribes. But if it passes in the safekeeping amongst the Order of the Hammer, it will be a great triumph for the faithful. Selling the forgiveness. Cemetery for the faithful. Foundation of honorary cemetery for the responsive dynasty's best servants will create a new tradition in their protectorate. Thousand-faced relic. The monks demand a great work. Thousands of people will skin entirely covered in scars in the form of lines from the scriptures. What the hell is that? I kind of like the idea that touched by holiness that we can like steal her stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Reverend and marvelously equipped temples of the Adeptus Mechanicus earn the right to become chapels of the Innumeration. Underneath the majestic vaults, cyber virgies exercise devastation, wreaking digital rakish. After data smiths awaken spirits, the blessed cognates with everything with illiteracies and Lex players. Profit factor goes up. Giant. Planet manufacturing are only as efficient as its logistical system. The Alexa mechanics predict a major growth in the world's overall manufacturing output if haulers and airships make way for powerful mag trains speeding along the web lines. Centuries ago, liturgies of assembly and first ignitions were held on Kiavagama for majestic steel monstrosities, all crushing mountain tunnelers, mighty cargo haulers, and voracious mega harvesters. This virtuous craft is lost now, but the Adeptus Mechanicus artisans can revive it then. Once again, the triumphant calls of the Klaxons will shake the Corona's expanse. Well, here, that's not a bad idea. Kind of like that one. Servitors is superior to an ordinary worker in every way. Being efficient, durable, and devoid of service or relevant brain process, Kiavagan will have the capacity to provide the entire protectorate with servants of flesh and metal once given the appropriate amount of human raw materials. The new production line will be deployed at an ancient and venerated workshop decommissioned for preservation years ago by Lady Theodora's order. I kind of like the giants. Offload plus deal. The wheels. There are now more convicts than there is work to go around. The surplus can be driven into the jungle. Over time, they'll become wild and be toughened by the interclan conflicts, at which point the best fighters among them will be selected for service. There are now more convicts than there is work go around. Quarries extracting explosive Physaline sand are rightfully called killing fields. They will consume any amount of living labor. So basically, voice-ship grants unerring shots. Cannoneers recruited from the warlike tribes of Vibos are noted for their outstanding marksmanship. Gain superior munition to all allies. Let's go test the wills. Okay. Take it we need to visit for this. Yeah, we need to visit. Okay, so that's where we're heading then. We'll go to Vibos and then Dargonis. Holy Prophet. The date for payment of the Tifa approaches, however, by making use of the corrupt practices of the Administratum, one could find a way to keep both Psychos and the thrones. Praise the Muses. Patronize of the architects and other artists will allow the creation of amazing monumental works marked with the Rogue Trader's likeness. The Adeptus Administratum vanity may be indulged for the construction of floating palace. That's right, I remember reading this. We've already kind of done this. I think I want my profit factor to go up. Yeah, let's do this one. And let's head to Dargonis. Oh wait, should we go here first just to nosy? Or should we just go straight to Dargonis? I mean, Dargonis is right there, right? Yeah. And it's safe. Okay, let's visit. Sorry, wait, have we explored this place? But we have. creatures in the service of House Chord have arrived in the colony. They agitate fiercely before the mob, but unfortunately the plant's officials too often serve as examples of reprobate behavior in their sermons, which begets even more turmoil among the common folk. Why? Shrewdly using the preacher's words against them, the road trader's servants announced the start of the pilgrimage, ousting Chorda's lackeys along with anyone who had been too eager to listen to them. The latter are now free to look for a new home. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know why Chorda... Don't even get me started. I do get the feeling though she might die. So we need to go here. We can't go here yet. We need to go here. The clan servicing the Void Shields arrays petitioned the Lord Captain for aid. Compartments were becoming overrun with the putrescent fungal corruption. The mycelium claimed one chamber after another. The thick black spores poisoned the road trader's servants, causing their eyes to burst and their veins to swell until their skin ruptured. The clan was issued reinforced unirobes and gas masks so they could keep working while the soldiers burned away the infestation. And by the gods Emperor of Grace, no perils of the warp prevented the vessel from returning to real space. Yummy. Get me some of those mushrooms. See, I'm gonna say unidentified anomaly. Let's have a look what the unidentified anomaly is. I don't know if it's going to show up in the Narma system, but there it is. Let's have a... I can't remember what happens. The endless canvas of cosmic void is interrupted by what looks like a bottomless hole. Sight cannot pierce it. No stars, no planets, no cosmic dust. There's only total darkness. The Augur team has failed to glean any information from the anomaly, and under the influence of a mysterious force, the void ship is slowly drawn to the heart of the darkness. The officers on the bridge worriedly look up from their cognicators. The machine's screens turn on and off chaotically, not obeying any of the operatives' commands. The walls of the bridge, the crew's silhouettes, and the ship's holy machines tremble and stretch out before your eyes like rubber bands. Alerts of malfunctioning cognicators and maddened choreographs come into every deck, as the reports of indescribable hallucinations gripping the crew. While the tech priests are trying to placate the machine spirits, Helmsman Raver reports that the situation is bad. Navigational systems can barely function, and the invisible force is getting stronger and accelerating, ceaselessly dragging the vessel into a dark bosom. There is little time, and the Lord Captain must decide: leave the dangerous place or give in to the force and study the anomaly from within. Okay, determine if the archives contain data on such anomalies. A few operators managed to wring a minute amount of useful information out of the archives. Such anomalies are extremely rare, randomly appearing gravitationally wells, which connect different points in space. Where such a well leads is impossible to predict. Ooh. Cast fate to the wind and take no action. Where is this going to take us? It's like a little mystery ride. Let's go. The closer the vessel gets to the hull, the faster it is pulled in. Thousands of people on every deck are gripped by panic. Their bodies are turning into thin, twisting threads, fraying and tearing into pieces, exposing veins, bones, and internal organs, falling apart into screws, plates, and bolts. Tech priests continue to offer relentless prayer to the machine spirits, but their heart chants melt into the endless screams and cries for help. Finally, the void ship jumps into the cosmic tunnel with a torturous lurch. Oh dear. How many people do you think just got, like, obliterated? Where are we going? We have been here. But who is Recology's plot? The former Recology's colony greets you with a vox silence. It would seem the ship has been deserted in the time you have been gone. Okay, or did the crew just wanted the vessel down to its last cog? The workers and servitors hastily flood the empty decks, sure people will need time to fully disassemble the old ship. But until then, this forgotten chunk of metal belongs to the von Valancius dynasty. Okay. Oh, scan is required. Bizarre ruins. The bizarre structure observed from orbit appears to be the ruined estate of a wealthy noble. Further searching reveals the remains of an envirodome, a landing pad, a main manor, and servants' quarters. It is impossible to determine what exactly happened here. The search team has found something truly disturbing in the main hall. An opulent clothed skeleton sitting at the dinner table. The table is set with gold plates covered with old blood and piles of bones. The bones on the plate are clearly human. No other remains have been found on the estate. Search through the remains for anything valuable. The scout team return with some expensive weapons taken from the skeleton. After finishing their report, they hurry away, whispering prayers. So where exactly did this put us? Maybe next time we'll just fly straight into it. Oh, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Like I said, we really should make our way into... We haven't charted this system yet. Let's go. Let's go! The steady rhythm of life aboard the vessel was disrupted when, on the fourth watch of the voyage, the lower decks had their gravity reversed. The stunned denizens of the afflicted sectors were woken up by being torn from their assigned beds and tossed into the ceiling. Numerous injuries and fatalities were reported. The difficulties in performing regular duties due to the gravitational reversal continued until the end of the journey. After the ship exited the warp, the gravity returned to the accepted norm, an event that once again was accompanied by deaths and injuries among the crew. But we managed to come out of it relatively safe. We're okay. Ooh, enemies of humanity. Ooh. There's a whole lot of oohs here. Big oohs. I don't know if we're ready to take on the enemies of humanity. I think I've done it once. I think I've managed to, like, succeed. Yeah. I don't actually know if we've been given anything new. 3 shots, 21 damage. Ooh, 3 shots, 33 damage. Two, 14. What have we currently got? 21. 21. $45 to $55. Didn't I just look at this? Yeah. 19 damage. Silent running. When approaching an enemy, the flagship shuts down. Non-essential systems start to drift unnoticed past enemy ships. As a result, in most encounters, the larger enemy vessels, frigates, and larger are surprised and act later. Ooh. Restart shields now inflicts only a -2 speed reduction, no firing range penalty. I don't really ram, so... Okay, right. As I noticed, our posts got changed. So... Oh, really? He's like the master of maneuvers? Okay. Shouldn't even be on my... Shouldn't even be on my ship, but whatever. Okay. We're going for it. We're going for it. Wait. Let's, wait. I want a quick save. Forgot how to quick save. There you go. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna die, but we're gonna go for it.